Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm reviewing the TV show Ted Lasso that is currently on Apple TV. Now, Ted Lasso is all about an American coach who is giving up life in the United States, life as a head coach of college football, and moving overseas to England to coach and manage AFC Richmond in the English Premier League. So we are going from a completely different sport to another one and basically changing the whole culture, and now he's got to take over this club and bring them to the promised land. That is why he's been hired, and I'm going to tell you my exact thoughts on Ted Lasso. So make sure you give us your thoughts below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What are your thoughts of the TV show? Give us a like, subscribe, and let's get into this review. Okay, so Ted Lasso stars Jason Sudeikis. I think it is. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He's from Horrible Bosses, We Are the Millers. You know the guy. Absolutely hilarious. So good. Now, Ted Lasso. As you guys all know, I am a huge football fan. You guys all know I love football. Arsenal's my team. I follow the English Premier League religiously. I love it. I live and breathe it. I play it every weekend. I train twice a week to play it. I love it. I breathe it. It is my life. It is probably my #1 passion is football. I love it so much. Absolutely love it. I've got like tons and tons of jerseys, tons of boots, everything. You name it, I do it. So as soon as I saw the trailer and what this is about, this was right up my alleyway. I knew straight away that this was something I wanted to see. And I tell you what now, I was not disappointed. This TV show is everything. Everything I want. Drama. Great characters. Comedy is on point. And just everything that they reference and stuff about the English game and all that stuff is just perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Now, when you watch the trailer for this, you kind of look, this is going to be a bit of a dumb thing. But I tell you what, this had a lot of emotion and a lot of heart in it. And the characters were developed so well that it even surprised me how much I actually cared for all these characters. How much it actually got me to really feel for these characters, understand these characters, and the development they got was absolutely fantastic. Let's start off with Ted Lasso himself. This character is one of those characters that is just so heartfelt, warm, chirpy, happy, and a guy you can't hate. You can't hate him. That's his type of character, the character that you see and you're rooting for him. You're rooting for him from the start straight away. And when they throw in the twist, they throw in an actual thing that challenges him, and we see him broken down mentally, and we just see this character we've been rooting for just torn down in one particular moment. And it's just like you're sitting there and you're like, bro, I actually feel really bad for this guy right now. Like, they hit every emotion imaginable. They hit everything perfectly with Ted Lasso as a character, and I fell in love with his character. I love Ted Lasso. Absolutely love him. I was rooting for him for the whole entire season. And it was just one of those things where they nailed the character. They nailed the character of the players as well. Jamie Tart, I mean, he was the typical stereotype of a professional footballer who is young and thinks he's the best. They nailed that. They nailed it. And even his character, to an extent, you hate at the start, and then you sort of start to see the development of his character as well, and you start to really actually grow for him and feel sorry for him, and you start to understand why he does certain things and why he does it. And that is great. That is great. You got the other coach as well, who just absolutely hilarious. Like, they're perfect second-hand man to Ted Lasso. So much about him as well. He's a bit of a more mysterious character, but that's what I like about him. He's a mysterious character. Then you got Nate the Great. I mean, you can't love Nate. Nate is this guy who has so much knowledge of the sport. He follows it. He obviously lived over there. He's part of AFC Richmond. He's been there for a while. He understands the game. And he's sort of that quiet kit boy that gets picked on, and then you start to see the development that he gets, the relationship he builds with Ted Lasso and that, and the players, and there's just some great scenes where he's roasting the players, and it's just like, it's perfect. It's everything you want. And then they give you the development of the female who owns the club, the lady who owns it. I can't remember her name. what's her name again? Rebecca, that's right. They give Rebecca so much. Like, you hate her at the start, and by the end of it, you feel so bad for her, for what's happening in her life. You understand why she's sort of doing the things she's doing, and then you start to see the development of her, where she actually grows an attachment to Ted Lasso, and it's just perfect. Like, the characters in this are developed so good. Like, I was so surprised of how well these characters were developed. The story is fantastic. The story is awesome. I love how it's got the drama, the ups and downs, the battles he's facing. But I think the one thing that really just is like so good, being a person who's come from Australia and gone over and lived in America for a couple of years, I understand the culture shock, even though you would say that we're pretty similar because we speak English, like we have very similar things. However, it's so different at the same time. When he moves from America to England, the slang all changes, the language all changes. Yes, it's still English, but the little bits here and there. And because as Australian, we sort of understand the English slang and we understand what they're saying, and because I've hung out with English people and stuff like that, I sort of really lean more towards the English slang and all that rather than the American stuff. So I knew when they were saying certain things that is fully English, I understood what they were saying, and the way that they made Ted Lasso react to not knowing what was going on, and just that was just so good, and it just, oh, it was just so good. I absolutely loved it. It was everything I wanted. I am so excited for season 2. I cannot wait for season 2. I wish season 2 was out now. So there's 10 episodes. They're out now on Apple TV. I highly suggest, especially if you're a football fan and you follow the English Premier League and stuff, this is the TV show you want to watch. You will get a laugh out of it. It'll make you feel good. Great characters. Everything about it is fan-freaking-tastic. Love Ted Lasso. Highly rate it. I would recommend it. Watch it. Absolutely loved it. So yeah, that's my thoughts. So give us your thoughts below in the comments. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you have mixed feelings? Give us a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.